Governor Newsom announced on March 25th that
on April 15th, everybody in the state of California 16 and over can get a vaccine.
As more and more of California are able to get the vaccine, I wanted to share my experience so that future vaccine recipients have an idea on what getting the vaccine might look like. I was fortunate enough to be eligible for the vaccine earlier as a food worker. I got my first dose on March 14th at the Moscone Center in San Francisco. I was early, but they let me in right away. I only had to wait a solid 30 seconds in line before it was my turn to get vaccinated. The doctor giving me my vaccine was nice enough to allow my mom to record. As someone who is afraid of needles, I was really nervous entering the building. As you can see here, I didn't even flinch. My first dose was really painless, and I didn't even notice I got injected. After getting your vaccine, they make you wait in an observation area for 15 minutes. Here, you cannot record or take any photos for privacy reasons. They give you a sticker with the time you were vaccinated so that those monitoring know when to let you leave. Those who have health issues or higher risk of complications to the virus are required to stay 30 minutes. Because I am allergic to a different vaccine, I was part of this group. My symptoms for my first dose were pretty mild. The day I got my vaccine, my muscles felt really weak and my arm was super sore. The next day, I was fatigued and I slept pretty much the entire day. By the third day, I felt perfectly fine. On April 3rd, I returned once more to San Francisco for my second dose, and boy, was I in for a ride. But once more, the process was quick and really easy. They let me stay for only 15 minutes this time because I had no severe effects from the first dose. My symptoms for my second dose were a lot more intense than the first dose. In other words, I felt like shit. I took a 3-hour nap and then woke up with a fever of 103, chills, and felt extremely weak. The day after, I felt about the same as before. I was slightly more tired because I didn't really sleep well through the night. I slept about 90% of the day and spent the other 10% drinking fluids and moping around. On the third day, I had no more fever, but I still had an intense headache and fatigue. By the fourth day, I was mostly recovered aside from a slight headache. But don't let the negative side effects be the reason you don't get the vaccine. My friends and family who've gotten the vaccine have had no reaction or significantly less severe side effects. Everybody's body reacts differently, and I tend to have a weaker immune system than most. Think about it. If your immune system's reaction to the vaccine is as intense as mine, imagine how bad it would have been to the actual COVID-19 virus. The 3 days of pain from the vaccine is worth it in comparison to the risks and side effects of COVID-19, as well as the risks you put on your family and those around you. So what are you doing? If you're 16 or up in California, you can go to myturn.ca.gov to get your vaccine today. Let's all work towards creating a safer world and moving through this pandemic.